Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to part 2. Today I'm sharing 3 more awesome spots for wildlife photography here in Florida. And I wanted to start with a place I actually stumbled onto earlier this year. So I'm up in Jacksonville near Big Talbot Island, and I find out there's this spot called Spoonbill Pond. I had no idea it even existed until I was basically right next to it. It wasn't really the best day for birding. Migration season hadn't really started, and the weather was terrible. So I was really surprised to see so many birds. Black skimmers, Caspian terns, and this massive group of laughing gulls. It was so funny watching them take off just to swarm the waiting birds for their fish. There was also an osprey perched on a fallen tree, and I even spotted a juvenile bald eagle in the distance. Of course, the usual Florida wading birds were there too. Egrets, tricolored herons, wood storks, and yep, roseate spoonbills. But the big surprise for me was seeing American avocets. I've never seen one in person before, so that was a pretty cool lifer to check off my list. I only had a couple of hours before the rain rolled in, but man, I can only imagine how great this place must be during peak season. If you plan on checking it out, there's free parking right across the street at the boat launch. You'll definitely need the longest lens you have. I had my 100 to 500, and it did a pretty good job. If you've been here during peak season, drop a comment and let me know what you saw. Now, the second location I want to share is Vista View Park, which is hands down one of the best spots in South Florida for photographing burrowing owls. If you've never seen these little guys before, they're one of the most entertaining species to watch. They nest right in the ground, usually in roped off areas, so people know where the burrows are. These owls are pretty accustomed to people walking by, so they aren't that skittish. Some of them even love to pose for the camera. The best time to photograph them is in the early morning or late afternoon. The park has unobstructed views to the east and west, so you'll have great light either way. You can easily spend an hour or two without even realizing it. I absolutely love their facial expressions and bright yellow eyes. And like all owls, they do that creepy exorcism head spin. You can use any telephoto lens in the 100 to 500 millimeter range. These will give you some nice environmental portraits and tight headshots too. Remember to try and get eye level with them. You'll definitely notice the difference in your photos. The last location is also one of my all-time favorite spots. Myakka River State Park is an unbelievable location for wildlife photography. Every time I go, I end up seeing something different. One of the first things you'll notice is the amount of wading birds all over the park. You'll see great blue herons, limpkins, egrets, black-necked stilts, and so much more. On a recent trip, I saw so many roseate spoonbills. I couldn't believe it. There had to be at least 100 of them marching and feeding across the field. During the winter months, you'll also see sandhill cranes roaming around the fields. And sometimes you'll even spot a family calling back and forth as they walk through the grass. Besides birds, these guys are the biggest attraction. Gators. Lots and lots of gators. Big ones, bigger ones, small ones. Gators sunbathing on the banks. Gators cruising right through the water in front of you. You'll see them everywhere. If you've never photographed alligators before, this is the place to go. It's also a great spot to see a few birds of prey. I've seen osprey, red-shouldered hawks, and harriers. I always hear barred owls calling back and forth, but I still haven't been able to find them. One of my go-to spots is the bird walk. It's an awesome place to photograph birds feeding in the morning or late afternoon. Bug spray is definitely needed. The amount of mosquitoes and sandflies are insane. Besides bug spray, bring your longest lens. These locations have so much more wildlife. During the migration, you'll see tons of songbirds, warblers, and hummingbirds. And like I said, you'll see something different with every visit. Don't forget to subscribe. Part 3 is coming out soon, and I saved the best for last. As always, make sure you're photographing wildlife ethically and responsibly. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.